Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and in this video we're going to be going over quite a few consignment items. Now, at the end of it, I don't know what we're going to be opening up, but I have a gift, and this is from, you guessed it, Pokemon DNA, the editor who has been helping out, well, not helping out, directing all of these changes on the channel, and I am very grateful for him. So maybe you guys could give him a sub, go check out some of his videos, and then maybe if you want a little bit of help with your videos, maybe reach out to this guy because he is doing a great job. Alright, so let's jump into the consignments. I'm going to show his consignment last because I'm going to pair it up with his gift. But we're going to start off with some that we have in. I'm hoping that this camera right here has a little bit less glare. You guys can maybe see it. But we're going to start off with this Umbreon Gold Star. Got a 9.5 on that one. Got a Celebrations Blastoise. Pulled the Pristine 10. Got a Mew, and this one is the corrected version. Well, I did the same thing last time, right? I couldn't actually show you the Pokeball, but you can see it right here. The Pokeball is right side up, and like I said before, this one should be the more rare variant. I think DNA had actually showed you guys the pop, which this one probably has more in the pop on the, at least the PSA side, I would think. And that's mostly due to them not recognizing the variation for the longest time. That would be my guess, but then again, I could be wrong like I was last time. Here we have Reshiram and Charizard GX. Got the 9.5. Got a Camerupt EX. Pulled the Mint 9. We've got a Clefable with the 8. And then we have a Cradily. I don't even know. Team Magma, Team Aqua. Pulled the 8. A lot of decent cards coming out of this consignment. None that will break the bank, I don't think, but a lot of cards that are great quality, tough to find. You got a Reverse Holo Dark Dragonite from Team Rocket Returns, an Electivire Level X with the 8, Exploud with the 8, got the Floatzel GL Level X with the 9. Here, I better put these up before they fall out of my lap. I've been known to be a little clumsy on the channel at times. I shouldn't do that with my customers' cards. If you're wondering what that CS5 is, that just means that if you see this card on eBay, most likely it will have CS5 at the end of the title, possibly the last 3 numbers from the certification number. That's just to help identify the card, make sure nothing gets mixed up. So far, I haven't had any mix-up with consignees cards yet, but I'm sure that's going to happen one day, but I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that that doesn't happen. Because that's going to come out of my wallet. Definitely not the consignees or the customers. Got a Pikachu Skyridge 10, Poliwag Reverse Holo. Got the Players promo. Got the Rayquaza, Regigigas Level X. If you guys don't know who Regigigas God is on Instagram, you should check him out. He's got some crazy miscuts. Some really cool stuff there. He also sent in a couple double Crisis booster packs. Anytime I get in booster packs that are loose, I go ahead and weigh them out, just so you guys can see what's going on. I don't know if that's going to yield a heavy or a hollow or not. I would go ahead and assume that anytime you have a loose pack that it's not going to yield a hollow. Of course, there are indicators from pack weights to let you know if it has a better chance of pulling a hollow or not. But most of the time, these packs, they could have easily been searched somewhere along the way. Of course, I do not do that myself, but I do like to assume, and I would like to make sure that my customers assume that they have been searched. So that's just going to be your safest bet. And now if there's any indication that they have, of course I will let you know. We have a couple beat up blister packs. Check these things out. They've got like some almost like water damage on across the top there. But you've got 2 Triumphant and a Platinum base set pack. And then it not only has one of these, but it has a second one. You can see that there. This one has a little tear. I think that's the one that's labeled as number 2 online. Got a few raw cards as well. I don't typically take raw cards much, but these are nice ones. Got Espeon VMAX. These will have CS18 in the title. Got a Moonbreon. I'm going to show you guys these victory medals. I have them labeled as moderate to light play. This is the 2009. If I remember correctly, the surface actually looks pretty good on the front, but if you go to the back side, I want you to take notice right there, and at the top of in the red of the Pokeball, it's got a couple really small dents, a little bit of light edge wear. So I labeled it as a moderate to light play. Those little dents, it would probably affect the grade a decent amount, but there's no major creasing. The front of these cards look great. They'd be super good, honestly, binder copies, what you'd typically what you'd want. It's hard to tell, but there is some surface scuffing. You can see some right there on this other victory medal. This is the 2009. It does have a little bit heavier edge wear, but I didn't see any dents. Like I said, if you look at the surface, you can kind of see where there's scratches and scuffing, but nothing too major that would detract. In fact, you can't even really tell until you start flashing in the light like I did. And then there are definitely no creases. This guy also sent in a couple of these. These are box toppers from Skyridge booster boxes. Now you can only get one of these per booster box. There were 4 of them, so it would take you 4 booster boxes to complete a set. These were tough to scan because I couldn't lay them down flat, and they do have a little bit of a warp to them. The reason I couldn't lay them flat was because if I'd set anything on the back side of them, it would have shown through on the scan. So the scans are a little different, but you can kind of see there's a little bit of a warp to them. But these are still pretty nice. The Kabutops has a little bit of a ding, kind of like a dent ding right there. And then they have very light surface scratches, but you're probably not even going to be able to tell unless you shine it in the light very well. A lot of times this stuff skirts through PSA and gets really good grades. But these are 2 of the 4 that come from Skyridge. The other one is you've got the Ho-Oh, and then also Charizard, the fan favorite. They also sent in some other cards. We have a special delivery Bidoof. We have a Blastoise from Celebrations. There's a nice Dark Charizard Mint 9. Got the Evolutions Full Art Charizard, a Rosa, an Umbreon Gold Star. Of course, that is the Celebrations one. Make sure you guys know that. He has not 1 but 2 of those. Then we have a Venusaur from Celebrations. Got some, these are perfect Dragon Ball Super cards. He wanted to make sure that these were, make sure that I mentioned that these were some kind of like alternate art type deal. CS10 is going to be in the title of these. But Collector Selection Volume 2, something that it was a little bit tougher to get. I don't know much about Dragon Ball Super, but if you guys are looking for these promos, here they are in perfect 10. Then he also sent in a set of 9s for the Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur on the Celebration. And he actually did the same thing for the 10s as well. I don't typically show the lots, but these are the only 2 lots that I have right here. So, and they're pretty cool. They actually go together well. I would recommend these going together instead of individually for the 9s. For the 10s, it could kind of go either way. Alright, let me pull that off to the side. Now we're going to get around to DNA's consignment. He's always sending in good stuff. Now, first we're going to start off with these. He actually sent in an art set of Hidden Legends. And they're graded. 2 of them have 10s, and then, well, 3 of them have 10s, and then 2 of them have 9s. So you can see right there, if this Regice had gotten a 10, he would have had the full art set sequential in 10s. But he went 3 for 4. That's still not too bad. I would say that he did very well on those packs. He also sent in this right here. I think this was him. But it's an 8.5. It's graded 85 by VGA. VGA, from what I understand, is pretty tough on their grades, but their site is just, it's kind of like BGS to PSA. Their site is just so tough to work with. But I don't know a ton about this game. It's pinball. You can see it graded to 8.5. Not the 8.5, but the 85 Near Mint Plus. Most other sites, that's a Near Mint Mint Plus, right? At least that's what we're used to on the card side. Next up, we have a Clay Doll. This is a reverse holo from Hidden Legends with the 10. Got the holo rare with the 10. Dark Dragonair reverse holo from Legendary Collection. Everybody loves that reverse holo type full. Got the 10 on the Sandstorm Jolteon. There's the Lost Thunder Lugia EX for, or not EX, the Lugia GX. For the longest time, you could get these things for fairly cheap. Registeel EX Gem Mint 10, but they have come up. Well, talking about this one, these have come up so far. I mean, they've cooled off a bit, but the price change on these, I think everybody knew it was coming because they were, for the longest time, they were just under optimized. People took them for granted, and then Lost Thunder didn't get a huge print run, but now the 10s, they bring a super high premium. Got a Shining Noctowl. Everybody loves Neo Destiny. Got the 10 on that. Typhlosion from Expedition. Got a Typhlosion EX from Sandstorm. Then we have Tyranitar, another Expedition 10. Got a pristine 10 on the Mew. This is Top Series 3. The Chrome was printed in Top Series 1 and 2, but on the regular top side, there we go. We got a perfect Rayhan. Look at that. All 410s. It was just Top Series. It was Top Series 1, 2, and 3 for the non-hollows. Then we have the Mega Rayquaza EX from Roaring Skies. I believe this got a gold version in Ancient Origins, but these were pretty tough to grade. A lot of times these old Mega Pokemon EX, they had like texture issues where the lines, they were so deeply embedded, like they'd pull through white, like whitening on those same lines on the backside. And then check this out. So he has a sequential character secret rare set from VMAX Climax. They all have 10 except for the Marnie Head, which is the one that everybody wants more than the other ones. It actually got the perfect 10, so that's pretty tough. So congrats on being able to do this at all, Mr. DNA. But hopefully the auction goes well. Alright, now let's see what he actually sent in. So this is what I showed you guys at the very beginning. He sent in a gift. Let's open it up. Last time he sent in some DBZ stuff and some other random items. He ended up giving away those DBZ items to you guys. Let's put that over there. Make sure there's not any personal information on here. Rusty, I know that you wanted to buy this from me, but I figured I would just give it to you instead. Helping friends' collections grow when you can is what the hobby is about. And there he is, DNA. Look at that. So he sent a second print silver foil on the E6. So this one's a little bit tougher to find than the regular Charizard, but you can see right there, this black Topps logo means that it is the second print, which you would think that the later prints are kind of like an unlimited from a first edition would be easier to find, but typically the second print for this is tougher to find. I don't know the actual print numbers. I don't know if anybody does, but usually I can find the first print no problem. And check that out, it's a 9.5, so I think that upgrades the one that's in my set, so that is very kind of him. Thank you very much, DNA. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like,